but I don't want no shit on me.
That bitch, you just smacked me too.
All right. Before we even get here, let's rewind.
Go, and on the count of three. Go.
Hey, Fuzzy fam. We are back with yet another Baddies Africa episode recap. And, y'all, this episode, when I tell y'all, this episode here was with all the shits. Yes, pun intended. It was the sneaking, the fights, and then the shit hits the fan. Y'all know the tea is hot, the shade is cool, and the vibes are always fuzzy. So grab your cup because I'm about to spill every shitty detail from this week's chaos on Baddies Africa. All right, y'all. So let's just get straight into it. The episode starts out with Summer getting popped in her face, and her and Fauna, they're going at it. Okay? Now, I'm not going to even lie, y'all. Summer definitely kept up with Fauna. But to be so for real, it's not like Fauna is like the best contender. But for Summer to have got caught off guard while she was popping her ish, she did good. I'm not going to lie. Summer been taking classes. And see, that's the thing. Like, I do feel like even though some of these girls come up here and they can't fight, it's not like it's a skill that they cannot learn. You can learn how to fight. Like, you don't have to continue to get molly-whopped and dropped. Anyway, moving on. So they break up the fight or whatever. And y'all, Choco. Oh my God. I'm going to just call her Go-Go. Because Choco got to go. Like, Choco got to go. Go-Go, she down bad. She is not feeling well. She's sick. And she always seems to be getting caught up behind someone who is fighting. First, it was LCK. When Elsie and Rolley was getting at it, and Rolley went and pushed her into the bushes, that drink fell on Choco then. Now, Choco is standing behind Summer, okay? And she gets popped in her mouth, and so Summer's drink flies into Choco's face. Choco is like, oh, she can't take it. She starts shivering even more. Like, y'all, Choco been sick for a minute, and I really feel like Zeus don't really care about their staff. Like, they can't. Y'all are in Africa, and this African is sick. What is going on? No one called a medic? She hasn't gone to the doctor. She hasn't got checked. I mean, this is a little odd to me, and I understand Choco wants to be on TV or whatever, and you trying to do your big one, but baby, you are down bad. Choco, go home, okay? Like, seriously, go home. You need to get you some rest, and maybe, like, this is just not for you. Next. All right, so after they break up the fight, they basically gather the girls around, and surprisingly enough, guess who steps up as the EP? Rolley. So Rolley basically lets the girls know, like, the things that y'all are doing in the club is not acceptable at all. Y'all want to pop off, y'all want to fight, y'all want to get crazy, y'all want to do all of the things, cool, but do it at the house. So while Rolley is basically checking the girls, Natalie is just standing there, shaking her head in agreement as if she's a cast member. Honestly, as if she is a cast member. Listen, Natalie, it's time for you to go behind the scenes. I understand that you are addicted to the spotlight, and that is totally a thing for you. I cannot relate. However, I really do feel like she could pull off something like what she did for Bad Girls Gone Wild. Like, I said Bad Girls Gone Wild, y'all. Baddies Gone Wild. Like, basically, you could pop up and pop out with them sometimes and then take your ass home. You don't need to be in every scene. You don't need to be in every episode. You don't need to be there all the time. The girls on Baddies Gone Wild tended to show Natalie more respect versus the girls on Baddies because Natalie is acting like a pampered princess cast member. That's what she's acting like. Because you don't stay in the house with the girls, yet you come and pop in when you want to and pop your shit, and you're still in every single episode. Like, you have to, like Dolly said, choose a side. Are you a cast member or are you an EP? Because where Lemmy at? Where's Lemmy? Is Lemmy in every episode? No, like Natalie, do better. Do better. You need to step out of the limelight now. It is time, especially when you have cast members doing your job. Like, Rolley should not be saying this to the girls. And like when girls are fighting or when things are getting crazy, the cast members are speaking up before you. Like, it makes no sense to me. Rolley was the one that got Dolly to give Tavy back her chain after Natalie dryly requested it several times. But I'm not going to harp on that. All right, so like I was saying, Rolley is basically checking the girls and saying, y'all can't be fighting in the club. If you fight in the club, you need to be penalized, and DTB agrees. Like, I agree as well. You fight in the club, you need to get either banned from booking if you do it more than a certain amount of times, or you need to get your cut taken away from you because you're really making things look bad for the baddies. Because at the end of the day, these club bookings is a business, it's a bag, it's about the money. And if y'all are fighting and people don't want to come because they know that y'all are a liability, yeah, that's definitely going to mess with your pockets. So they know what they're talking about. But then here comes Dolly talking about let's get active. What? Say what? Come again, picky choosy? Come again, picky choosy ass. I know Dolly did not just stand up there and say, let's get active. Y'all, Rolley even said, Dolly, you can't fight because your hand is messed up. She talking about some, oh, I'm going to get in there like a vampire, this, that, the third. Then, Dolly, like, what is happening? The fact that everybody called you out on you're going to get active when Ivory leaves, and you actually did it? You actually did it. Like, I don't understand. Make it make sense. Why would you do that? So basically, Ivory, okay, aka Kryptonite, because that's what I'm going to start calling her, because Ivory is definitely Dolly's Kryptonite. I mean, she cannot do anything when Ivory is around. But when Ivory leaves, oh, baby, that strength, it comes back, don't it? It comes back. How? How, Sway? And why? So now Dolly is back activated. She's talking about something. Oh, no hoes need to spare me. You don't need to spare me if you don't want to. Like, I'm going to get in the paint either way, like I told them. What? What are you talking about? Because you just was telling Ivory you ain't want to fight and you needed to wait until your hand was healing up.
I do want that.
So are you a vampire or not? Like, what's going on here? Dolly, injury reserved queen. I'm tired of her.
This morning I seen you and you didn't have your wrap on.
When?
This morning when you came out your room?
I've been icing my hand. It's no fake shit going on now.
You didn't have your wrap on this morning?
Like I'm pretending and you know I'm not.
Dolly needs to go home. To be honest, injury reserve needs to go home. Like, why y'all there? Y'all are not doing anything but taking up space. Please. Like, I don't want to deal with Dolly anymore. Next. All right. So basically, Lex and Fana, they're talking and going back and forth and stuff like that. And so apparently Lex asks Fana, like, why you don't ever wear your chain? Now, clearly, Fauna's looking like, why is you asking me that and you the ops? You know what I'm saying? But Lex was like, that was a serious question. Like, she was just being nosy, I suppose. And she just wanted to know, like, damn, ever since Shorty got her chain, she haven't worn it. Which is a valid observation, but I don't really know if that's a valid question because I feel like you know why she's not wearing it. Because Tavy, when she got her chain, the first person to get her chain, your homegirl snatched it up. And, like, was playing keep away. So what are you talking about? Like, be so for real. But anyway, so here comes Scotty. Y'all, I'm so irritated with Scotty. I'm irritated with her for plenty of reasons, okay? And listen, Scotty fans, not too much on me, okay? Because I like to play devil's advocate in all situations. However, Scotty has been inserting herself. And she inserted herself in this situation because Fauna and Lex is going back and forth. Scotty, why did you have to put your 2 cents in? Why did you have to say, well, why does it matter if she wears her chain or not? Why are you talking? You have zero to do with this conversation. And that there, ladies and gentlemen, is why Lex got so heated with Scotty, because Scotty is continuously inserting herself and Lex don't want to talk. She don't want to talk. So, Scotty, you're over here running your mouth and you need to run them hands. That's really what it boils down to. It's too much. Like, I just, Scotty is such a messy hypocrite. It's really annoying. How you gonna say Lex can't ask Fauna why she doesn't wear her Baddies chain, but Scotty, you can ask Lex why does it matter if Fauna wears her chain? Like, hello, anybody paying attention to this? Like, why these two? Why are they really arguing for real? I really I really want to know. This is so stupid. But Scotty, once again, I'm doubling it back to Scotty. I am, y'all. Like, tell me, how did Scotty end up in the argument with Fauna and Lex? Please, someone tell me. Tell me. Like, and then she's like, "Oh, Lex, you just want a moment. You just want to be on TV. You keep bringing up my name. How? When? Where? When? When?" The only time Lex started with Scotty was episode 2 when she came and she snuck her. And, I'm not down for the sneaking, but I do feel like Lex called Scotty out multiple times. Okay? Multiple times for a fade. And she didn't want to do that. Clearly she had to sneak her because she still needed that. All right, moving on. After that, she left her alone. All right? Scotty just kept on coming. But y'all know what? I believe the reason why Scotty is popping it so much this season is because people are gassing her head. That's all. They're gassing her head. "Oh, I'm so proud of Scotty. Oh my God, Scotty, you did your big one. Oh my God, Scotty, your horse kick. Oh, Scotty, you're getting out in the field." They got to stop. They got to stop because Scotty never did her big one. I don't care what y'all say, because that girl's hands was flailing and her ring scratched Lex on the face. Like, And let's not get it confused, because I like Lex, individually, but with her crew, I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I feel like she doesn't belong with them, but I can't really judge. That's just my opinion. She's going to like who she likes. She's going to hang with who she hangs with. But fair is fair, and right is right, and wrong is wrong. And Scotty, you do not belong, bars, in this conversation. It was between Lex and Fauna. Then it turned into a Lex and Scotty thing. It was just too much. Then Lex said she needs that from Tavy. And Tavy's like, "Yo, I'm not trying to fight. My birthday is in a couple of days. No. She needs her swelling to go down." Okay, we get it, Tavy. Then Fauna and Lex, they go around, y'all, because Lex calls Fauna out. And like I said, one thing about Fauna don't duck no smoke, win, lose, or draw. Period. All right, y'all. So while Fauna and Lex are fighting, Summer is low-key looking like she's about to run up. And that's when K-Rican catches her. All right. So K-Rican sneaks Summer and they start fighting. Then all of a sudden, everyone is like, "Oh, whoa, there's shit on the grass. So everyone just kind of stops and they're tiptoeing. All right, so while everyone is tiptoeing, looking around, making sure they don't step in shit, next thing you know, your girl Dolly picks up shit. Okay? She picks up shit off the grass. Cold Killer is not paying attention. And baby, when I tell you, Dolly's strength got activated and she was able to start fighting. Yep, it happened, y'all, for real. Y'all got to see it. Dolly and Cold Killer start fighting. The injured reserve queen, she really just did too much. I'm not really sure why Dolly did what she did. It was so disgusting. And then Summer, she starts to call out K-Rican to fight. K-Rican wasn't trying to fight on that grass because it was shit everywhere. And Summer keeps on telling her, oh no, come over here, run up. And K-Rican is like, no, you need to come over here. And so they're going back and forth. And next thing you know, Summer, she does the same thing. She picks up shit and she throws it at K-Rican and they start fighting. And then here comes Miss Picky Choosy, aka Dolly, okay, who runs up on their fight and she jumps in. Like, I thought that you just couldn't fight. Like, it wasn't even like you said it yesterday. You just had said it to Ivory. You just had said that you couldn't fight. Now, all of a sudden, you can fight again. Like, it's definitely giving scary. And isn't that what Dolly said last year about the OGs? Funny, because I definitely recall Dolly saying the OGs is giving scary. Okay, so who's giving scary now, boo? Because I'm very much confused. You can fight again? You're back activated? The kryptonite left. Okay, it makes sense. Anyway, y'all, basically, the shit got real in this scene. Like, this whole scene was a shitty ass mess. The shit literally hit the fan. I mean, this shit was out of control. I know they got a lot of shit on their minds, but oh my God, like, the shit really got childish. I mean, it was just too much. And Dolly said, oh, this shit don't bother me. Oh, y'all must have forgot I'm from the country. Okay, well, just because you country doesn't mean that you like to play in shit. Like, I didn't think that being from the country means that. And I didn't think that being from the country means that you pick up shit and you throw it at people when you mad, because I never heard of country people doing that. I mean, I'm from the city, so country people out there, let me know. But I'm not going to let Dolly talk for all the country people, because, like, the fuck? That cannot be a thing. It can't. Like, I don't want to believe it. Y'all, why do Summer keep coming on my screen with these struggle ass cornrows, braid? I don't even know what to call this. What is happening here? I mean, and can we please get a stocking cap or something of that nature sewn on her head so we don't have to see the braids? Like, she has to do better. Summer, do better. Because you up here, all right, on screen looking like who did it and why. Okay? Little Bill edition. Anyway, so now we got Dumber, and y'all know that's Dolly and Summer. So we got Dumber, who just keeps yelling back and forth about this shit. And then we got Killer Rican. Yes, I put their names together because it's just a lot with the K's, all right? So we got Killer Rican, and they're yelling about the shit. Like, the shit was just disgusting. It was childish. It was just really egregious. Like, it was a lot. Now, let me say this. They keep saying, oh, Summer is so nasty. Summer started it. Summer did not start that. Okay? Y'all gotta pay attention. Dolly started it all. Because last episode, Dolly was talking about how Lex was gonna throw shit at somebody. And then Lex ignored that. And Summer follows that up with, if she don't, I will. All right. So Dolly came up with this whole thing. Okay. This was a thing before it even happened. So they knew they were going to do this. Dolly knew she was going to do this, y'all. She knew because she already said it. And so once Dolly picked up the shit, y'all know Summer going to follow suit. Summer is a follower. Okay. She don't have no mind of her own. The only thing that I really feel like Summer knows on her own is just pure ratchetness. I'm not even going to hold you. Like, it just be a lot. This is just a lot. This is a lot of shit, y'all. I mean, it's a lot. It really is. So then the girls, they go to the two separate sprinters. And then you got Tavy and Lex. All right. So Lex is mad. Lex is pissed off. She wants to fight still. Y'all know, like, Lex is like a little baby Ivory. Once you get her started, like, it's so hard to calm her down. So Lex is going and going and going. So Lex is going and going and going in, like, who she wanted with. And she's like, she wanted with Tavy. And she's like, yo, Tavy, you want to fight? You want to fight? And, you know, Tavy's like, yo, get the fuck out of here. Like, why is you even running up on my sprinter, son? Like, go ahead with that shit, yo. Like, fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? That's where Tavy coming from. Meanwhile, Scotty is sitting right there with her little heel in her hand. Like, she is ready to pop off on Lex, but Lex can't see her. So Lex didn't know. Next thing you know, once again, Scotty inserts herself because Lex was arguing with Tavy. Lex was going back and forth with Tavy. Scotty comes out of nowhere and pops out, and she starts popping her shit. I want to know why. Like, I want to know. I want to know why. Why? Scotty, you came out of nowhere. Lex was not talking to you. Like, the amount of trolling that Scotty is doing to Lex now, to me, is wild. And y'all need to pay attention because she was not doing any of this trolling shit. Honestly, Scotty started doing this trolling stuff when they put that battery in her back. I'm telling y'all, they are gassing Scotty up, trying to pump her up so she feels confident enough to fight Lex. I promise you. Because Scotty don't even do this. Like, she don't even do the trolling. She's not that type. What happened to her being a girl's girl? Like, a few episodes, she and Lex was like laughing and joking and stuff at the winery. Now all of a sudden it's a problem. Like, I'm really confused. I'm very much confused why Scotty always has Lex's name in her mouth, right? But Scotty is saying Lex always has her name in her mouth. When? Just tell me when. When did it happen? When did Lex start with Scotty? Other than Lex getting her lick back in the beginning of the season, when did Lex ever start with Scotty? So Scotty's just like, oh, well, you know, Lex wants to talk about all I do is shake my ass. And, you know, all Lex has is her fist. And, you know, maybe it's because she's a tomboy and I'm a quote unquote pretty girl. And yes, I did put it in quotes. Okay. Because listen, if you ask me, Lex face card will eat Scotty's face card down any day, any time. Makeup, no makeup. Like, what are we even talking about here? And for Scotty to say that Lex need to pick up a pump, why are you acting like this girl don't dress up and all she wears is sneakers? Like, I'm sorry that she dresses appropriately for the occasions that she goes to, because didn't you just bust your ass in that fit that you had on? And you want to sit over here and talk about what Lex got on and what she's wearing. She dresses appropriately for the occasion. So I'm not sure why that's a problem or why that's an issue or why that's even being brought up. Like, you feel like your dress game is better than Lex? First of all, she's younger than you. Second of all, this girl just got out of college. Third, she just got on TV. Like, you've been on Baddies for how many seasons? Like, this is her second season. Chill. Because I would love to know what your fits was looking like before you came on TV, boo-boo. Honestly, I'm not going to lie. Lex is Scotty's storyline. Because what else does she have? She's not beefing with Natalie now. She done kissed her ass again. So they're back cool. So what else does Scotty have going on? She don't have nothing else going on. Just like Rolley. Like, low-key, Rolley don't really have nothing going on, but she done turned into the house mother, so she has made a new role for herself. So Lex was big mad about that wig. She was big mad about that $1,200 wig that she done went and brought onto Baddies. Let me say this real quick. Dolly, and I have said this before, I'm going to say it again, and I'm going to stick by it. Dolly really don't like Lex. She don't. I don't know what it is, but the fact that that's supposed to be your homegirl and she's so livid right now that she's crying, like she's so angry that she's crying because you know she want to fight. And the fact that you could chuckle that she's mad about her wig, that's crazy to me. Like, that's supposed to be your homegirl. She's real heated right now. Like, why is that even funny? And then it's just like, oh, Lex, she had that $1,200 wig. And, I got my wigs from Amazon because, I knew I was coming on the baddies. Like, almost like throwing it in her face or to indirectly say, girl, you stupid for coming here with a $1,200 wig. You know it's baddies. You know shit get messed up. Wigs get ripped off, torn. And y'all know Scotty is good for ripping a bitch wig. Okay? We all know that. Because Scotty can't fight. Okay? So she's going to kick and rip a wig. If one thing we know Scotty going to do is kick. And if she can get a hold to your wig, number 2, she going to rip. Okay? So she going to kick and she going to rip. Y'all got to pay attention. Now, my thing is like, Dolly, why is that funny? That's your homegirl, and she's pissed. But back to Big Lex. Big Lex snapped. She was big mad. She was on demon time. And she wanted her wig. So when she found out that the wig was on the other Sprinter, and she was literally like looking out the window, and she seen Tavy and Scotty going back and forth. Like, she seen them going back and forth over the wig, and then the wig ripped. Oh my God, baby. That sent Lex to another galaxy. That bitch was so mad. Like, I felt her pain. Like, she was mad. She was so mad. Like, she wanted to eat them down. Like, and here's the thing, right? Tavy was actually saying, give me the wig. And Scotty was like, no. Because we know Scotty is the wig ripper. So if you know that Scotty is the wig ripper, why even be surprised? But I'm not going to lie. Dolly definitely had a good point. If you cannot afford to lose, rip, or damage a $1,200 wig, please do not bring it to Baddies. This is not the place for it. If you can't take a L on that $1,200 wig, Lex, then you shouldn't have brought it. So I get where Dolly's coming from. Girl, go ahead and get your little Amazon wigs. I figured we would have been stepping it up a little bit, but okay. So Lex, you should have did better in that apartment. I definitely will say that. But the fact that Scotty and Tavy both didn't want to fight Lex, yet they were trolling the shit out of her, that pissed me off. Because it's just like, you don't want to fight, right? But you want to troll. Trolling leads to fighting. Like, I'm confused. Hello? Can someone help me? I don't understand. Like, this doesn't make any sense. And I want it to make sense. Why are you trolling, Tavy? You just said you did not want to fight. Your birthday was in a couple days. Your face is still swole from Lex. Still swole. And you're popping it now? Why? Why are we doing that? And then Scotty. Okay? Scotty, you're really letting the people put the battery in your back. They have gassed this girl up to the point where she feels like she could really, like, nan the boo-boo to Lex. What? You can't do that. Scotty, you can't do that. I'm waiting. I'm waiting for Lex to get her hands on Scotty. Because at this point, a fade needs to be had. A fade needs to be had. It needs to happen. Because you cannot run your mouth and not run them hands. Period. Like, I don't care. I said what I said. So the fact that, these girls are saying, oh, I'm so proud of you, Scotty. And Scotty, you popping your shit and you doing your big one. That battery that they are putting in your back, I hope it is fully charged when it's time. That's all I have to say, Scotty. I hope the battery that's in your back is fully charged when Lex is ready. Because you just been talking it too much and you really been letting the girls get to your head. And this is not like you. And it's going to lead to a black eye. All right. So Lex is mad, y'all. She says she wanted from Killer, Fauna, Scotty, and Tavy. She wants it from all of them. Like, towards the end of the episode, she's like, I don't know which one of y'all ripped my wig. Cold Killer was like, I did not rip your wig. I ain't rip your wig. I ain't rip your wig, bro. It wasn't me, bro. Now, she was not trying to snitch, but it wasn't. And you know what I really find funny? The fact that Scotty was so quiet. You ripped this girl wig. It was really between you and Tavy. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like Tavy was trying to save it at first, but then once it ripped, it was like, oh, it's ripped, like whatever. But Scotty, you did that. So why when Lex asked, you was quiet as a mouse? You was just trolling and popping it in the Sprinter. I'm confused. Tell me, because I'm confused. I would love to know. The people want to know. Anyway, so after that, they're riding in the Sprinters, and y'all, I know them Sprinters was stinking like shit. I really hope they did a massive detail because, ew, like, what? I'm the whole thing. I'm still blown away. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm blown. How are these grown ass women, some of them with children of their own, how are we slinging shit at each other? How is that a thing? Like, how did this become, like, what? Yo, if Ivory was there on guard, oh my God. I wish Ivory was there because I really want to know if Dolly would have did that. I really want to know if Dolly would have did that if Ivory was there. Like, what do y'all think? Do y'all think that Dolly would have popped off the way she popped off? Do you think shit would have popped off, literally, if Ivory was still there? Because remember, folks, Dolly started this. So I don't know. Like, I just really feel like if Ivory was there, Dolly wouldn't have did shit. Because what did I say before? That's our kryptonite, right? Yeah. Period. So, you know, the girls, they're like, ugh, the van stinks. Like, Cole Killer, you stink. Like, Fauna, like, I love you. Like, boo bye. Then you got the other Sprinter with the crew. Because I'm not calling them the big three. With the crew, right? And so they're like, oh, I know it stink over there. It don't stink over here, you know. And Summer's like, yeah, because we barely got shit on us. What are y'all talking about? Like, y'all acting like the cameras was not rolling when y'all was rinsing yourselves off with water. The other girls didn't get to do that. They had to just pretty much go straight into the Sprinter. And, you know, let me say this. I really, really feel like Nat has her favorites. And the crew, oh, she loved the crew. She be loving the crew. But yeah, she loved the crew because she lets them do whatever they want to do. I'm starting to really notice that. Like, Natalie lets the crew slide. And maybe it's because they are bringing in the ratings for her. That could be a thing. I'm not really sure. But y'all, why when they was in the Sprinter, they was talking about Dolly's hairline? Listen. Y'all, I'm not going to lie. Dolly's hairline is definitely giving senior citizen man. I'm not going to lie. It's definitely giving senior citizen. I'm not really sure what's going on there. Now, y'all know Dolly had did a video saying all girls is ugly without their wigs and lashes. And like I said, boo-boo, speak for yourself. Because without a wig and lashes, I'm still T. Fuck you talking about. Anyway. Yeah, so they was joking about Dolly's hairline. And Dolly, you was talking about how people is ugly without wigs, this, that, and the third. And how maybe girls don't have enough money to get makeup done and this, that, and the third. Girl, go get you some hair plugs. Do you have enough money for that? Since you want to be out here popping it to the people. Why don't you go get some plugs, okay? Plug it up. Anyway, so next we have DTB, y'all. So they're in the Sprinter, right? And DTB is like, oh, Nat just sent me a message to my inbox and she's apologizing. So basically DTB's rolling her eyes saying, boo, bitch, bye. Like, don't apologize to me. But my thing is like, Natalie, why are you sending messages to people's inbox? Like, y'all don't have each other's phone numbers? Like, I just find that so weird to me. Like, if we have a business relationship and you're my employee, why am I DMing you? That makes no sense to me. Now, granted, I do know that Natalie feels some type of way about her phone number because Scarface definitely leaked it. I get it. But bitch, you got bread. You talk about how much money you have. I'm almost 1,000% sure you could get a business line, a baddie business line. And that's what you need, a baddie business line, so that you can contact your girls. Like, how are you FaceTiming them and stuff like that. Like, are you doing that through Instagram? Like, what? Like, so when she's calling them, is she not calling their phones? Like, y'all, I just be paying attention too much to stuff. I really be too much into the detail, but it's just like, this show, it definitely gives heavily scripted. I'm not gonna lie. It does. And that's fine because this is all entertainment, right? But don't make it seem like it's a reality show when there's a lot of things that give scripted. Like, speaking of which, right? So we have Natalie. Natalie always wants to seem like she's a boss. I call bullshit. So it's Natalie, Scotty, and Rolley. They sitting around talking about what happened with the Pretty Three. And like I said, low-key, I feel like Natalie don't fuck with the Pretty Three because she was just like, well, I asked if anyone wanted to discuss anything, you know, when we were talking out there. And no one said anything, but as soon as Fauna and Lex start fighting, K. Rican want to run up on Summer. Like, if you had a problem with Summer, then you should have said something then. But it's just like, that's not why she ran up on Summer. She ran up on Summer because Summer was running down on Fauna. Y'all know that they like to jump. Y'all know these are the jumpers. Okay? Maybe that's what I should call them instead of the crew. The jumpers. Okay? It's interchangeable. But anyway, so it's just like, basically, she's seen Summer was trying to run up and she wasn't having that. And what did she do? She went and she clocked her. But then it's also like, now, why you didn't say nothing to Rican then? She a confessional gangster, but we already know that. Anyway, so next thing you know, Natalie's just like, you know what, guys? I've just decided to tell the girls that we're not going to the club. Scotty was really quiet. And Rolley was just like, well, I don't really feel like that's fair that we can't go out because of the other girls' actions. That's not right, blah, 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 blah. But peep this, okay? Here's the gag. The gag is I call 150% bullshit because y'all wasn't going to go to the club anyway. Because when y'all went to the club previously, Natalie specifically was talking to Fauna saying, yo, we got to get ready. We got to get dressed. We got to go to the club. The only time we could club in Kenya is on a Saturday night. So if we don't go to the club tonight, like, it's just not going to happen. Right?
Right. All right, guys. Everybody, let's go to our rooms and get ready so we can go out. For real. We're going out tonight. We're going to Kenya. We're outside. It's a Saturday night. Bitch. You know they don't party any other day of the week. So we're either going out tonight or we're not. Sunday is not happening. Monday, Tuesday. It's either Friday or Saturday.
Boom. So the girls end up going to the club, and that's when everything happened with Fauna and Lex with the mic and the fan and the drink and the Summer. And it was a lot, right? But they had went out. Okay. So now the next day, they go horseback riding, and then you're saying that night that they can't go to the club? Bitch, you lying. It was never no booking event. Y'all, when has Natalie ever canceled a booking event? When? Just tell me when, because I will wait. I never, ever, ever seen Natalie cancel a booking event. Yo, Tommy came last season with the Pew Pew, okay? And Rolley and Tinker got hit. Like, and Natalie still was in the club, like, what up, though? A couple of hours later. So you're telling me because these girls were squabbling and a little bit of shit got, well, not a little bit, it was a lot of it, but some shit got thrown. You're like, oh, you know, girls. So when the girls come, she basically tells them, oh, girls, you know, I've decided that I'm going to cancel the club booking. Like, we're not going to do it. And we just need to do a reset because, you know, things are just really getting out of control. And tomorrow we're going to go to a charity event. Bitch, they never was going to the club. The charity event was always going to be a thing. Okay, like Lemmy's sister came to talk to the girls about what they'll be doing and stuff like that with the charity event and giving back to the kids and going to the school. So you think they just had her pop up? Maybe, right? Let's say that could be a thing, right? Maybe she travels with them because that's Lemmy's sister. But what about Dr. Trev? Dr. Trev, okay? The orthodontist came from America to Africa. And it just so happened that he came the night things was canceled because the girls was fighting. No, that's bullshit. I don't believe it. Okay? And it didn't even look like he had been there for a while. Like, it looked like he was tired. He just got off the plane. He had his little bag. Like, it was just a lot. And another thing, this is why I say I really feel like Natalie fucked with the crew, because you done went and brought Dr. Trev all the way over to Africa for summer. For summer. Y'all did that for summer? Summer. This is the girl who is making disgusting ass, degrading Emmett Till comments. This is the girl who is stealing Rolexes, throwing them in ponds, launching shit at people. And you're telling me, what? You did that for her? Oh, okay. Yeah, it's giving more ratings for next season. It just doesn't make any sense to me. And yet and still, Natalie still hasn't really spent any time with the Pretty Three. She hasn't. I noticed that. She hasn't really spent no time with them. She hasn't really gotten to know them. And it's kind of odd to me. Like, it's not giving EP. Okay? Rolley is giving more EP than Natalie. Natalie is totally giving bougie castmate. But honestly, throughout all the bullshit, I'm really glad to see that they are doing something amazing and giving back. I really wish that they would do this more on the show. Because yes, the fighting and the drama is super entertaining, but what else are we doing? Y'all making a little bag? Cool. How are we giving back to the unfortunate? But I love it to see it. The volunteer work, giving back. You know, it's a beautiful thing. So Natalie, she basically explains to the girls that the vans y'all came off of is the vans you're going to get on tomorrow when we go to this charity event. Rolley, she's going to be with Dumber, Lex, Choco, Elsie, and Russian. Okay, so she's going to be the head of that sprinter. And then we have Scotty and DTB, who are going to be the leaders with the rest of the girls. Natalie claims she has made an executive decision that she's going to be coming with a special guest. And y'all know the special guest is Amber Rose and Tommy. So it's going to be some things that pop off coming soon. I hope they don't do nothing stupid at this charity event with these children. I'm going to definitely say that. They better not do nothing stupid. And so after Nat stops talking, Lex, she sees that Lex got something to say. So she's like, Lex, what's up? Lex said, I have a question. Who ripped my wig? Who ripped my wig? Ain't nobody want to answer. Okay? It was quiet. So she said, Tavy, Co-Killer, Fauna, and Scotty, I'm going to need y'all to line it up. She's really trying to line it up. 1 round each. My girl is on demon time. You hear me? She's on go. And so Scotty, you know, she's the biggest fronter ever. Y'all got to pay attention. Y'all have to pay attention, right? So after Lex is pointing out who she wanted from, you know what I'm saying, and Fauna and Cole Killer, all of that, Cole is like, for sure, for sure. Here go your girl, Scotty.
You got it, Lex.
You got it, Lex. Voice shaking like a stripper. Why you sound like that in the throat, Scotty? Huh? Why you sounding scared? Meanwhile, she looking at production and looking at the cameras with the side eye like, oh, don't let her get me. Like, it's giving very much. I'm telling you, your mouth is going to write a check that your hands can't cash. It's too much. But baby, I'm absolutely here for it. Because maybe Scotty will surprise me. That would be something. Like, if Scotty came through with the hands in the whoop, 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 de whoop, I would be like, okay. But I don't think that's going to happen, y'all. But anyway, yeah, so like I said, L'Oreal, who is Lemmy's sister, she comes and she tells the girls about giving back to the kids and introduces Dr. Trev. That's basically the end of the episode. And yeah, it's totally giving scripted TV drama. But it's not like I'm going to stop watching. Like, I'm here for it. It's just like, y'all need to be a little bit more transparent. Like, what did Tessiki say? It's scripted reality, ho. All right, Fuzzy fam. That's all for today's sip of fuzzy tea. Remember, over here, the tea is hot, the shade is cool, and the vibes are forever fuzzy. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe so you never miss the next pour. Until next time, stay fuzzy.